Hi, this is Carl Andren of Andren Software Company. In this session, we're going to experiment with import and export functions of SeaMarks program. So first I need to create an export file. So I go to the Tools menu and export waypoints to Garmin. It only has one format, basically, userdata.adm, and there's a couple of versions, older and newer. So we'll do the version 2. And we're going to put that in the flash drive in the Garmin folder. And it'll be userdata.adm name. And so I'll open that. Now, I'm going to save all of the file. I could save a part of the file, say starting at 125 and doing 45 points. But in this case, I'm going to save all of the file. And notice I'm on the Garmin 2 style of icons. So we'll push OK. And here it says it wrote to the G drive, the flash drive, in the Garmin folder. And inside that, in the user data folder, and a file called userdata.adm. So OK that out. And we'll go and check it. We could normally just take that C card or SD card and stuff it in the GPS and import it. But let's try using SeaMarks as the importer. If we go to Garmin, userdata.adm, we find in the flash drive, in the Garmin folder, and userdata subfolder, this userdata.adm file. Now notice the colors all disappeared. The depths came out okay. The names came out the same. And there were no comments now. So if we go back to our original file, which was the test file in G, we don't want to save this new imported file. We want to get back to the full file. Let's export waypoints in, for example, Furuno TZD format. Click the Furuno TZD, and we're going to have a test file, TZD file. It will be at the root of the flash drive, and we'll save it. I see that there's already one there, so I'm going to overwrite that and save all of the file. Now, the comments field, some GPSs like lots of comments. Our description field is normally limited to 32 characters, whereas the comments field is limited in SeaMarks to 90 characters. So if you can really handle 90 characters and you put all your good stuff in the comments field, you might want to do that. In this case, we're not going to take the comments from the comments field, but instead from the description field. And here it says it wrote testfile.tzd to the flash drive. So we'll test to make sure that we did that. Import waypoints from Furuno tzd times 0, test file tzd. And no, we don't want to do the comments in the description field. So here we go. We've got the data back more or less as it was. And in this case, the depth field was filled in with some zeros, where before we didn't have zeros, and some of the colors were retained. So again, we'll pick up the original test file. We don't want to save that as the test file. And we'll export, say, another one. Export waypoints CMAP userimage.bin style. And I don't have one of those. So I could save it here. And we're saving all the file, CMAP target, and do it. Okay, it saved it. Now let's see if we can find it. We're going to import waypoints, CMAP, user image bind, and there it is. And we've re-imported it, although in this case we seem to have lost the depths. And we got some additional wording over here, but we do have most of the icons, but not all of them. That can happen amongst these things. Well, we'll go back to the original file again and not save that as the original file, and do one more. Export for example, a SeaMarks USR file version 4, and it'll be a testfile.usr. We'll save that. Seems I already did that before. I'll replace it with all of the file. And again, do we want to move the comments into the descriptive part or keep the description field? So I'll say no in this case, and it wrote that file. So if we want to import that file with SeaMarks USR file, here it is. And no, we didn't make that swap. And again, we've got most of the colors, we got the depth. Some of the icons didn't make it, but some other data showed up in the comments column. And that is a description of how to import and export points, all except importing text points. I'll get to that in a separate video. Thank you, and that's all for now on this one.